Preseason Player of the Year. How does it feel?
So rewarding. I feel honored, honestly. I think my last 2 seasons, I'd say, were pretty good for me for UND, and I think just to be recognized by other people in the league feels really good.
14th in the country in scoring last year, 21 points per game, led the conference in that stat. You know, first team All-Summit the last 2 seasons. You've had success the entire time that you've been at North Dakota. Now, what does it take to get to that next step for North Dakota to get into the conference championship, to win the conference championship?
Take my team with me. As much success I've had individually, I think bringing my team with me, trying to get higher in the Summit League, just regular season, win more games, get more players on all team lists, you know, like bring other people with me, do what I can to just be a playmaker. I think that'll be something that'll bring our team more success.
We're right here, right next to the court where the season ended last year.
Yeah.
You know, to Omaha, that tough loss, 84-81. It's March, right? It's those close games that sting a little bit more than any other game.
Absolutely.
How much have you looked back on that as a team and, you know, turned that into a productive motivation there?
That's something big from last year. I mean, we finished 3rd, one of our highest in a while, and then we had so much anticipation, so much going into that game, and then to fall in the first round. I mean, Omaha played a great game. That's definitely motivation for us, motivation for me. I still haven't won a Summit League tournament game, so that's something I'm hoping to do this year.
Finished 3rd. You guys won 6 of your last 7 going into the tournament. It seemed like you were close to getting that 2nd spot. Needed some help from North Dakota State. You didn't get that. That first half of the conference season, how important is that, knowing, okay, last year if we won a couple of games in the first half, we would have gotten that 2nd seed and been able to play on Saturday?
Yeah, that's just that all season long you need to be locked in, you need to be committed to where you want to be at the end of the season. So I think having that same fire, same intensity at the start as you do at the end just is going to help you in the long run, help for seeding, help for standings and overall team culture.
It seems like there's a certain mindset that is pretty consistent for people who are pure scorers like yourself. I mean, 21 points a game is, I mean that's really what it is, right? 21 and 5. So the all-around game, but still knowing that you can score at will when you need to. What goes on in your mind when you're stepping on the court and you know that you have that responsibility?
Oh, I think just every time I get the ball, it's what can I do here? How can I make a play? You know, like there's no time where there's never a possession where I'm not touching the ball and not thinking of how I can get to the rim or how I can get an assist, make a play. So I think just constantly having that thought in my mind is what drives my scoring, I guess.
Any games that you have circled on the calendar right now? Any
Yes.
specific matchups? You don't want to say them, do you?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, we have our first couple games of the year. We go to Wyoming, first game of the season. So I think that's just anything we do in practice. Like Wyoming does this, we got to be ready. So we're not like scouting, but we're just preparing. And that first game is always the biggest one, just to see how you're gonna start the season, see how like who's gonna play, all the things like that. So I think that's just what we're focusing on right now, first game.
Yeah. Who on the North Dakota team do you think is going to have like a breakout year? Someone that maybe surprises us this year?
I think Samaya Hoskin, she is a great player for us. She does all the little things, all the things maybe not everyone wants to do, things you don't get credit for. She's also a 5th year, been playing for North Dakota. I think this will be our 3rd year. And the last couple of seasons, I think we've had a lot of older players, and especially players above me, and it's kind of weird that they're not here anymore, but Claire Orth, Juliette Gordon, Jolie Daninger. So I think Samaya's going to get to take some of those roles on, and she's had a great summer.
How is the team different this year than last season, or is it different at all?
We are just new. I mean, we have half our roster is new, but we have a mix of transfers and freshmen, so people with a lot of experience coming in as well. So I think we've just really worked on meshing together and learning to play as a team with all the new people. But I think all of our concepts and defensive, offensive we like to run, so I think all those things are going to be the same. It's just going to be getting all the new faces.
This experience with Media Day, you're spending more time with opponents than I'm sure you probably ever have.
Yeah.
What has this been like to kind of know the personal side of the players that you're playing against?
Yeah, coming into it, I was didn't know how it was going to go, just one player from each team. Like, you don't know if you're going to make friends or be just kind of off on your own. But no, it's been a lot of fun, and just I have gotten to know some of the other players on a more personal level, and I think it makes it more fun because when I see them this year, it's going to be, I'm just going to know more faces, a little more personal, and then might make the win a little more fun. So I think the whole league, knowing each other better is going to help.
And then once it's November 6th and season starts, it's time to go, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.